I've been eating from a unicorn of a food pantry for about a month now. I don't actually qualify for most of the food services and food pantries because they require local IDs, which requires a permanent address and money to get those local IDs, and I have none of those things. When I visited the pantry a couple of days ago, though, I found myself chuckling. For over 2 weeks now, a large stash of generic cream of wheat adjacent product has been sitting on the shelf, completely untouched. And as I laughed, I thought, me too. Whatever that is, it looks gross. But as I stood there putting into a bag food for myself to survive, I caught myself yielding to societal conditioning and gaslighting. Well, if people were actually hungry, they'd eat what's available. And this was me, while actively using this resource and making the same decisions that others obviously had. In this healing culture that we live, we like to tell people to stop compromising who they are so that they might regain their inner voice. And that is legitimately the only way to truly heal. We say break the cycle, but we check out once a survivor leaves a situation, refusing to acknowledge that life after leaving a traumatic situation is in many ways more challenging than the abuse or the situation itself. We're only interested in the exhilaration of overcoming. And as silly as it seems, being able to choose the foods that we consume is one of the most basic ways to be true to oneself. Yet people are demonized for not making choices in favor of the bottom line of survival. And for the first time in my life, I have my mental health, and I am truly grateful for that. But at what cost? This has come at the cost of having my basic needs met. When you've lost everything, and for some people, everyone, and when you're left on the other side with nothing but frightening facts and no options, what we're not allowed to say, life on this side can and does suck, and people going through hardships need to be supported while they feel and explore that fact, or healing will never be possible. How can people be expected to break cycles without support and without actionable resources? Yet they are demonized when they are unable to break said cycles. So please, never tell someone, at least you've survived, when they're experiencing their hardships.